This is an article that I hadn't heard anything about until today, March 31st. Looks like this was written on March 23rd. Breaking United States new hero Vladimir Putin. Russia issues international arrest warrant for Rothschild henchman and leftist savior George Soros. Um, we know controls a lot of the media and stuff. Uh, Keep in mind, Vladimir Putin just paid off Rothschild's debt. Vladimir Putin, now in full control of Russia as Prime Minister, wishes to build a strong Christian nation in a televised Christmas message on January 7, 2008, Putin said. The Russian Orthodox Church contributes to the promotion of moral values in society. One should not completely draw a line between the culture and the church. Of course, by law in our country, the church is separate from the state, but in the soul and the history of our people, it's all together. It always has been and always will be. Russia will make the United States reflect upon what they allowed Rothschild to do to their own country. So when you see protests against Vladimir now, keep in mind it is probably staged by the Rothschilds trying to control Russia once again. Sergeant SGT report. Another fraud charge on already convicted felon George Soros, flying the coop on his fraud company and a $39.4 million judgment against it. We have a convicted felon still driving behind the wheel in America. His name is George Soros. British operative, billionaire, and convicted felon George Soros warned sovereign American citizens against resisting the British monarchy's international banking system, nicknamed Open Society. Convicted felon George Soros, creeping around our nation, told Obama to nationalize U.S. banks by exorbitant forced bailouts. Clinton to Brazil. Obama sends $10 billion of U.S. tax dollars to Brazil for drilling new oil while quashing America's drill rights. Well, we all knew that. No new news there. Putin issues arrest warrant for financial terrorist George Soros. Financial terrorist and Hungarian bank clique convicted felon George Soros. Russian intelligence has fingered Soros for using cross-collateralized compounded Swedish and Danish foreign currency derivatives for the purpose of an attack on the Russian stock market. Soros' use of these cross-collateralized compounded derivatives utilizing Luxembourg banks violates the terms of the Basel II European Union banking agreement. The thing that should give pause to the heads of state Western is like Putin did in freeing Russia from those who wanted to bring the local economic and social collapse and beat up and jail all those who have tried. Are they influencing Lubavitcher Putin? The fact is that Putin is loyal to Russia and its people and never allow anyone, even when he is in command in that nation, to tell out his country and into clutches of the NWO Lazierla. For this, he ordered to issue an international arrest warrant against George Soros, who has been caught red-handed as he prepared to send financial aid to what is called opposition in Russia, which recently made the streets and dozens of thousands of people telling lies and misinformation, cheating during the elections. Now Mr. Soros has little room to continue his dirty game with the speculation that has devastated the entire global financial system in collaboration Rothschilds with Rockefellers and other jackals. Putin's speech, which was officially issued by the Russian authorities Today it is made public the following statement by the Russian Federation and its Prime Minister Vladimir Putin has been asked for an arrest warrant against the international terrorist finance, the Hungarian currency mogul George Soros. The Russian secret services have found that Soros was using foreign currency derivatives with other Danos to start an attack against the Russian currency shares in the market. Political Velcraft in Russia's Pravda. Obama the chicken is being plucked. Convicted felon George Soros, 81, offers ex-girlfriend Adriana for these must not be related, $250K to drop $50 million lawsuit. Oh, well, that's a good deal. I'd take that. It should be noted that Soros was using these derivatives with the help of Luxembourg banks, which is forbidden after the contract was made by the EU called Basel II. Both the IMF, International Monetary Fund, and European Union have issued an Interpol red notice, which is not only against the immediate arrest of Soros, but also against the Sharks on Finance, Bush Clinton criminal organization, Mark Rich and his firm, which is located in Switzerland. The commodities broker Richfield, which is why the Russian Premier Putin has recently met the chief of the Federal Reserve, Bernanke, making clear that the Russian Federation will not accept that such use is made of people like Soros and Rich to commit criminal acts of the derivatives market and finance, which led to social destabilization across the globe. Putin will be done and start the hunt for these criminals and their accomplices, bankers Rothschild and Rockefeller. Turkey does not go down to the will of the West. The Turkey is not associated with the embargo that the U.S., Israel, and the EU have decided to take against Iran, has stated that the Turkish government spokesman, adding that since the decision when the embargo will not be officially given by UN, Turkey will continue to import oil from Iran since both states have agreed in the contracts they have in common. The spokesman continued his speech stating that the EU states that have passed the embargo are penalized for their own to please the U.S. government without thinking that the reactions of the citizens would be contrary to their decisions. This leads to moodiness and social problems they're seeing. Iran itself has decided to cut oil supplies to the EU immediately, even if they decide that the embargo should be implemented within 6 months from the declaration. It looks like this goes on to like a gazillion different subjects, and there's a video by the White Knights in regards to Soros's arrest. There's a lot of links here. One in particular, Obama facing a domestic military intervention for his removal. Judicial system has been bought by Soros. Anyway, there's a lot of links here. Probably be some interesting stuff in it. I don't think this is American because of the grammar. But the site is politicalvelcraft.org. So I'll post a link. Thank you.